Although lawmakers passed the proposed rules and regulations for the Chamorro Land Trust, the Vice Speaker and the Speaker voted no on the measure. Here's why. All but 2 senators voted for the proposed rules and regulations for the Chamorro Land Trust Commission. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz and Speaker Judy Wonpat voted no. These rules and regs are needed to allow the CLTC to issue commercial leases to raise money needed to survey property that can then be issued for residential leases. But according to last year's audit,
the Chamorro Land Trust should have $1.9 million in cash. Why aren't they using it for surveys?
the Vice Speaker says it appears that most of the money is being spent on rising costs of the CLTC office for salaries and rent. In fact, the Vice Speaker provided us with documents showing that salaries went up from $240,000 last year to $546,000 this year. Rent has gone up increasingly. When this administration first took office, the CLTC was paying no rent. Then their rent increased each year. Now they are paying $315,000.
What are they renting? The entire floor at ITC? Or are they being, or is the Chamorro Land Trust Fund being used to pay for some of the Department of Land Management operations?
The Vice Speaker says this money is strictly meant for the Chamorro Land Trust and should be used for things like surveys.
These costs are exorbitant and unreasonable. You have cash, use it for surveys.
Speaker Judy Wonpat shares these concerns, and she's also concerned that the issuing of commercial leases is contrary to the original intent of the Chamorro Land Trust.
We should, first and foremost, is to make lands available to take care of our people, for those who don't have land.
The Speaker is also concerned about a provision that allows for subleasing, and she would like to have a requirement that businesses that get commercial leases have at least 51% ownership by Chamorros.
If we have 8,000 in the list that haven't received, property, then it's going to get worse as we start to deplete the inventory.
It's not clear yet whether or not the governor will sign or veto the measure. It should be noted, however, that the governor has maintained that the first set of rules and regulations that lawmakers voted on this year should have lapsed into effect, and the governor's even sought an opinion from the Attorney General on the matter.